This is Minister Paul. I'm a watchman on the wall in Northern California. It's Friday, the 13th of May in 2016. Before I even say anything, I ask you to take this to the Lord in prayer. And this information that I'm about to show you, seek the Lord on this information. I'm not setting any dates, and I'm presenting information and a timeline as I see it being revealed to me as it relates to the Word of God and in the biblical timeline of end-time prophecy. This is unprecedented for me. I'm telling you, I'm pouring my heart out on here, and I'm lifting everybody up in prayer. I'm not playing games with my walk. I'll make a full proof of this calling God has placed me in, and it's like, we're there. Everybody can see it. We got to pray for these blind people, man. It's grieving when you think about the lost. So you're looking at 3 sevens, 777. And for those new to my channel, I want to show you the date of July 5th, 2012. So July will be 4 years ago. Actually, July is when the convention is in Cleveland, Ohio, too. I had a dream. And you can read Zechariah 3. It kind of mentions specifics in this dream. In a dream, an angel, I will never forget this dream ever, ever, ever. An angel standing to my right, I believe it was, and he shows me a portal in front of me. It's like an open portal, like an entrance to go somewhere else. And it was in the United States. And he asked me something. He said, "What do you see?" And the number 3 appeared in the middle of the portal. And I said, 3 days in the belly of the well. Christ was buried and rose on the 3rd day. There's so many things. He said, "No, war." And then I whisked through this U.S. portal into the Middle Eastern area. Now around the portal is like bushes and deserts. And I'm in a different area. And the same angel is standing there, and he says, "What do you see?" And the number 7, first one was 3, second portal in the Middle East was 7. And I said, "I see the number 7, completion, perfection. God created the world on 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested." And he said, "No, war." And then Satan appeared off to my right. And he was trying to throw confusing thoughts at me and tell me this was all a lie. And the angel turned to him and he said, "The Lord rebuke you." And Satan vanished, and I woke up from the dream. I've been sharing this dream for going on 4 years, and I'll put a link to it. Now, I want to show you some things that are approaching and something the Lord showed me. Let's start with this. In October 3rd and 4th is the Jewish New Year. Going off the Hebrew calendar, we will go into 5777. October of this year on the 3rd and 4th. We will go into 5777. And also, hi Misty Dew, girl. Almost time for dinner. It's Rosh Hashanah, and it's the Jewish New Year, and then it goes into Yom Kippur and Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, the day of celebrating the Torah, and you can see all these things having to do with the year 5777, which on the Gregorian calendar is this year. I mean, really, this is really an amazing revelation I've received, and I just have to share it. So I've been watching this Baal arch. It's an arch of Baal. It's an evil thing being called good, and that God said it's a woe. There's many woes that God pronounces, and one of them is the woe of calling evil good and good evil. If you take an arch of Baal and you call it triumph and victory and defiance, well, you're calling an arch that was built that represents satanic evil sacrifices of God's babies that he created through the miracle of life, then that's a woe. And I won't be a part of it. So I revisited, I've made several videos on this, as many other people have. I revisited their website today. And this is their UK version on it, thanking for people that's showing up on April 19th. And for a 3-day period. They lit it up blood red. They lit up the Empire State Building blood red. They lit up the fountains over there blood red. And I want you to pay attention to this final paragraph. It's thanks again for your support. I look forward to seeing you in Oxford this summer, where Palmyra's reconstructed triumphal arch, it's the Arch of Baal, will be on display in July and August. So they're giving you dates, so you know. So from now to July, where it's at, where is it? Have you seen it? I don't want to see it. And then they're putting a date on this. Now just follow me. In New York City this fall, it says the arch will be installed in September of 2016 in New York. And then it also mentions this Venice, I don't know how to pronounce this word, from May to November. Let me ask you something. How can it be in two different places at one time? And why from May to November? What happens in November? And then it says peace. It's not a godly peace, I assure you. I could care less what this organization thinks about me, because I am against what they're doing. I'm exposing it as evil. So what happens in November? Well, the U.S. elections. So, follow me on this, please. I'll be quick here. So in October 3rd and 4th, we enter the Hebrew year of 5777. God showed me that number meant it resembled war. And they're moving this thing to New York in September. And then this happens in October. And then this happens in November. Let me count the months here. June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months. In 6 months, all hell is going to break loose. Are you prepared for it? You know, some people think, well, I ain't going to be here. You're not promised to know that knowledge. So you should prepare to be here every day, as long as it takes. You know, this is the year of the rigged elections. You know, it's rigged elections. But the elections have been rigged every year. But look, it's just all out in people's faces how rigged this thing is. You know, is Obama going to stay in office? Is he going to go to the UN? Is there going to be riots in Cleveland in July at the same time they erect this thing in Oxford? This is a major revelation I hope people follow up on. I say God bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine on you and give you real peace, not peace like this world's trying to give, but his peace from the Prince of Peace, and to get this information out to others and let them know who have larger channels to share this timeline of July and September and October and November as it relates to the Hebrew year of 5777 and the biggest rigged elections that they're planning to protest in Cleveland in July as it moves on to November